I was asked to make a video on Pizzicato, and I'll try and make this start from the easier levels through more advanced levels, all in one video. So let's begin without our bow, okay? Pizzicato is the plucking of the string. So I want you to take your right thumb and put it on the corner of your fingerboard, right next to the E string, okay? Now, from the bass knuckle, we're going to make this motion initially. And we'll pluck with energy, but don't get under the string and pull it too hard, or you'll pull it right out of tune, okay? Then, once you're confident with that, you might close your eyes and see if you can find it without staring at the E string, okay? After that, let's see if we can add fingers to it. So on the E string, then add your 1, it's an F sharp, add your 2, it's a G sharp, add your 3, it's an A, and then add your 4, which is a B, okay? So your fingers have to make pretty good contact here so that you get this sound instead of this sound. That kind of dull quality, no good. You want a ring. Alright, so it helps to really get up on your fingertips. Your first finger, really get on the left side of that fingertip so that your 4 is nice and high. Now, if this strains your hand at all, you should relax in between. Rest, rest. Then add your 2. Rest. Okay? We don't want to overexert ourselves when we're first learning this. Okay, so the next thing would be to take your thumb off of that corner. So we can still do it from the bass knuckle here, pulling towards the palm of the hand. Practice finding that string over and over. Then maybe close your eyes and find that string without looking. Alright, the next thing I want you to do is try making little circles with your arm and keep your first finger rather still as far as this curvature goes. You're not going to move the circle with the arm in this motion and a lot of finger motion. You're basically going to do the pizzicato from the arm. Make small circles. Close your eyes. Can you find the string? Okay? After you can start to get that, add your left hand fingers to it. Then get your bow. Now, if you were, say, playing an orchestra and there's a long passage of just pizzicato, you could hold it in your fist, stick your first finger out, and pluck it. But what if it's just a couple of notes and there's not time to hold it like this and then get it back? Oh, that's worth practicing, by the way, getting it back quickly. But you have to actually stick your finger out and pluck the string. Now, I've known some people that do it with their middle finger, and their argument is that it's a warmer sound because you got a meatier, fleshier pad to the finger. And that's fine. If you think tonally it's much better, that's fine. But be careful not to let the adjusting screw hit or gouge your instrument. When you use your first finger, you have to bring your arm up a little higher. Second finger, you can leave it down here. I think you have to do this anyway. So just be careful when you practice this. So you're going to, with your bow in your hand, do you feel the pinky when you're doing this? When you take your first finger off, your thumb and your pinky really have to stabilize the bow, which is challenging, okay? Alright, let's move on. Let's actually introduce left hand pizzicato. I want you to first just take your 4th finger and you're going to set it on the open E. You're going to press it into the string firmly, and then you're going to pull it sideways, and it's going to snap off, pop like a firecracker. Okay? Then let's take our 3rd finger and do the same thing. Into the string, pull sideways. 2nd finger and 1st finger. You should be able to do the same volume with all 4 fingers. Alright, so after you can do that, let's try doing the same exercise but with the 1st finger down. Start, put your 1 down on the E string, it's an F sharp. This is definitely easiest on the E string, by the way. So let's do all of this initially on the E string. Put your 1 down, put your 4 also, leave 2 and 3 relaxed and in the air. But 1 and 4 are going to be into the string firmly, and then you pull your 4 off as an explosion, sideways motion. relax. We don't want to strain our hand. Also, the left-hand pizzicato tends to really be hard on your calluses. If you don't have good calluses, you'll hurt your fingertips. So just a little bit of exercise in this manner every day. Don't overdo it. You don't want to give yourself tendonitis or carpal tunnel or shred the skin off your fingertips, okay? So be careful with that. So what did we just do? Fourth finger. Now, leaving your 1 down, put your 3 down. Okay, both 1 and 3 are into the string, pull sideways. Then do your second finger. 1 and 2 both down, relax in between. So you could do 4, 3, 2, 1. And you relax in between. Alright? So then the next thing would be try putting F sharp, G sharp, A, B all down. Take your right hand, pluck the 4 with your first finger. You pluck the B with your right hand. Then practice pulling. This is the hardest one. That first one where you're doing a right hand pitch with the 4th finger when your 3 is down. That takes some work, and sometimes it helps to pull your elbow under a little bit. Then you're going to pull your 3 sideways with your 2 down, and then 2 sideways with 1 down, and then 1 sideways. So you had this. Understand? So then you have to take that and do it on the A string. And the A string has more of a challenge to it because you have, on the E string, you could sort of come down. You can't really do that easily on the A string. So, or you run into the E string. So pull your elbow under dramatically. It should work. You have to build up the strength to make it speak. And I've never been brilliant at it, but I worked on it enough to make it work through passages. And it's okay. So I worked on it for a long time, and perhaps you will have to as well, or maybe you'll be lucky and it'll come right away. But there's some ideas to work on pizzicato. Good luck.